Ladies and gentlemen, what do we do? It is your boys, Christian Joseph and Trosov. We back at it again. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming at you with another review of WrestleMania 23. Now, this WrestleMania was best known for a few things. One, a battle of the billionaires. Two, the all grown up vignettes. And three, The Undertaker winning the World Heavyweight Championship. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to all of that. But first, Tro, my man, say something. How are you?
I am fantastic. The channel is booming. Me and Frank did a video. I think it was on Monday or Sunday. It was Sunday. We did a video.
6 hours.
Well, no, technically we did two videos on Sunday, I guess, or Monday. Whatever the last Islander solo video that me and Frank did, it did no good numbers. And I think we're either doing another video on Friday or at the end of the month. I don't know. Either or.
Well,
I talked about that.
Right. As you all can see, this video is sponsored by Pepsi. Not really, but hey, Pepsi, sponsor your boys. Sponsor your favorite YouTube channel. You know you want to. If you're new to this channel, do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Become a member of the FCT ENT family. That's what we are, baby. Just join us. Hit the subscribe.
Join us.
Hit the notification.
One of us.
Get notified when we upload new content. We upload new content weekly. We don't just upload wrestling content. We talk about sports like hockey, baseball. We talk about shows. We talk about movies, music, all that stuff. I do music reactions. So yeah, just join the channel, man.
Be sure to watch our 6-hour video. I
was only around for about an hour of that video. So,
and then you came back.
I came back for a couple times, but
for a few minutes.
Look, here's the thing.
You were confused that we were still recording.
And I swear to you, my eyes were they were trying to shut, and I was trying to keep them open for as long as I possibly could. But at a certain point, my eyes were like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. Close them now. So my mind shut down, and my eyes were like, okay, time to close up. So that's what happened. And that's why I had to get off. I'm like, I got to go to bed, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, let's talk about WrestleMania 23. Let's talk about why we're here, man. WrestleMania 23 took place
live from Detroit
at the Ford Field Arena. 80,103 people were in attendance, and a buy rate of 1,200,000. And the tagline was all grown up.
If I remember correctly, this is one of their biggest buy rates they had in a very long time.
Yeah, 2007 I think was a very good year for WWE. Taking away the Chris Benoit stuff.
It was good, and it was good until June. Once it became June, everything started kind of.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Heat match. There was a match on Heat before the show. Ric Flair on Carlito. I'm sorry, this was not on Heat. This was just a dark match. Ric Flair and Carlito defeating Gregory Helms and Chavo Guerrero in a lumberjack match. The lumberjacks were Charlie Haas, Chris Masters, Eugene, Jim Duggan, Johnny Nitro, JTG, Kenny Dykstra, Lance Cade, Robbie McAllister, Rory McAllister, Shad Gaspard, Shelton Benjamin, Super Crazy, Trevor Murdoch, Val Venus, and Viscera from Raw, Brian Kendrick, Davari, Dave Taylor, Deuce, Domino, Funaki, Jamie Noble, Jimmy Wang Yang, he's your boy. The Miz, he's awesome. Hoorah. Paul London, Scotty 2 Hotty, turn it up. Shannon Moore, Sylvain Grenier, Vito with his little dress, and William Regal from SmackDown. And representing ECW, Balls Mahoney, Hardcore Holly, how do you like him now? Little Guido, I'm not even going to attempt to. I'm sorry, Little Guido Morito, I think is how you pronounce that. Marie Tid, Mari. How do you? I don't know. Little Guido, that's his name. Little Guido, Steven Richards, and Snitsky representing ECW. And any thoughts on this tag team match or any of the Lumberjacks?
Gregory Helms gets a payday. Oh my god.
Facts.
WrestleMania payday for Gregory Helms. What a
Uh,
random ass team.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Shad Gaspard. Rest in peace to Lance Cade. Rest in peace to Viscera. Rest in peace to. I'm trying to make sure I get all the people who passed away. Rest in peace to. I think Balls Mahoney passed away, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Balls Mahoney. R.I.P. to Balls Mahoney. And yeah, rest in peace to all of them, man. I loved talking about Shad Gaspard for a second. I loved him in JTG as Crime Time. They were a really fun tag team. I thoroughly enjoyed them.
Money, money. Yeah, yeah.
That money, yeah, yeah. That money, yeah, yeah. I remember a skit that they did. It was during the holiday season. It was during Christmas, and they went to a old folks' home, and they sang Christmas carols, the remixes. Do you remember this one?
I do not.
Oh man! So they go to this old folks' home, and they start singing. Uh, they, uh, they start singing like "Let It Snow," but instead of saying "Let It Snow," it's "Give us gold, give us gold, give us gold." Like your watch right there, right there, right there, right there. They sing "Silent Night." Uh, they were doing like the Silent Night song, but they added like "We be robbing all the light, all the night." It was really funny. Robin Jackie. It's like wow. Um, they did one other song that I can't remember exactly how it went, but it was hilarious. And then like the guy that runs the old folks home because they were at an old folks home. So right after they went to the old folks, so right when they were at the old folks home, this guy kicks them out or whatever. Where he tries to kick him out, and this old lady's like, "Hey, hey, don't you mess with my homies, or I'll bust a cap in your ass, biatch." It was. I'm gonna see if I can find this and if I can play it because
No.
no.
Yeah, I would say it was a different time back then. And we
It was.
can't get copyrighted.
Mm-hmm.
We would be copyrighted
Yeah, you
right
probably
on the spot.
go look this up. It's absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
look it up. Look it up.
I liked when they were like doing stuff with the Royal Rumble numbers and they were like giving people fake numbers. Do you recall that one?
That one I do recall.
It was funny. You got any money, Eugene? I'm sorry. I love Crime Time, man. They were a fantastic team. Um, I liked Viscera a lot. For some reason, I really enjoyed Viscera, and I like Gangrel too. I thought they were great. Um,
This is right before he becomes Big Daddy V.
yeah, he was doing the world's largest love machine.
I think he was
Viscera.
teaming with Charlie Haas at this point.
Maybe, yeah, I think so. I think so. I
Their whole
remember,
team was like, we accidentally hurt Lillian Garcia. Ha 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 ha. That's so
uh
funny.
and I do remember in the Royal Rumble '06, he gets a guy down in the middle of the ring and he starts like humping the dude. Literally, I mean, you look at it and he's humping him. I mean, it was hilarious. So anyway, rest in peace to all of them. And then we start the show with the Money in the Bank ladder match. Mr. Kennedy, CM Punk, Randy Orton, Finlay, Matt Hardy, King Booker with Queen Sharmell, of course. Gotta have the lovely Queen by your side. Jeff Hardy and the rated R superstar Edge. And
Mr. You gotta say his name twice. Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy.
yes, Mr. Kennedy. Wait for Kennedy walks away with the briefcase. What did you think of this match?
What a wild match this was. We got Jeff Hardy crashing, going through a ladder with Edge.
That was absolutely brutal. That one was up there with his with Edge spearing him off of that when Hardy was hanging on the belts and
WrestleMania 17.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about, that diving spear off the belt. Yeah, he wasn't on the ladder, but Edge was on the ladder. Jeff Hardy wasn't, so Edge didn't spear him off the ladder. He speared him off the belts. That's what I wanted to say.
He was hanging.
And that was up there with that moment. I mean, that was brutal, man.
One of the lesser talked about spots in this match was Mr. Kennedy. I forget what he called it, but he did like a move to Hornswoggle off the top of the ladder.
Yeah, that where he puts him on the
just
shoulder
wild.
and he does the flip.
Yeah.
That's like a fireman scary. Or like,
but he called it something. It wasn't the Kenton bomb, because the Kenton bomb was just the Swanton bomb, but he just called it the Kenton.
I know what you're talking about, because that was his finisher in the video games, but I can't think of it. But yeah, that was a brutal match. Star-studded too. You had Mr. Kennedy, you had CM Punk, a young CM Punk, you had Randy Orton, you had Finlay, you had Matt Hardy, you had King Booker, and you had Jeff Hardy and Edge. And at this time, Randy and Edge and Booker were the only ones who held a world title in the WWE. So think about that one. Actually, I think this was before Booker won the world championship. And
he had it.
Yeah.
He dropped it at Survivor Series to Batista.
Yeah. Okay. So 3 world champions and then a couple future world champions here. And CM Punk and Jeff Hardy.
We had JBL on the call, and I think Booker T was going for the briefcase, but Matt Hardy had Sharmell in the twist of fate, and Booker's gonna stop getting the briefcase to help Sharmell, and JBL's like, to hell with her, she's just a woman, you can have more, win the Money in the Bank.
Oh, JBL, you
scamp.
You little scamp. Facts. JBL is a little scamp, isn't he?
Especially in 2007.
He walked away with the briefcase, as we said.
He doesn't have that for long.
Fun. It was very brutal. I like that little RKO spot that Randy Orton got to do also, where he RKO with everybody.
Do you remember how long he held that Money in the Bank for?
A week or two.
About a month.
Yeah.
Then he lost it to Edge.
And Edge ended up taking the briefcase back. Yeah.
Because they thought that he was going to be out for longer than he was.
Right.
And Taker had to go out.
Mm-hmm. They screwed Mr. Kennedy, man. They really screwed him on this one.
To be fair, they thought that he was going to be out for longer, and they really needed to get the title off of Undertaker. I didn't want to give it back to Batista.
Well, I get that. Next match, not nearly as fun, not nearly as extreme, but just as brutal. The Great Khali beating Kane.
Oof.
It was rough.
Don't you mean Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant?
That's really what they try to make this match seem like, isn't it?
He slammed him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No one's been able to get the Giant off their feet.
Nobody can do that. That's right. Just like nobody can eliminate a Giant from a Battle Royal or a Royal Rumble.
How can anybody eliminate the Big Show from the Royal Rumble?
Oh my God! How are you get the big man off their feet? Just like
my God! It's Viscera. How is anybody going to eliminate him from this Battle Royal?
Facts.
Oh, team up.
Facts. Any thoughts on this match besides Hulk Hogan versus Andre?
If I remember correctly, didn't Kane take out like a hook it during this match?
I don't recall.
I remember at this point because they were trying to promote See No Evil DVD.
May 19th.
Yeah, now that it did its theatrical run, they were promoting the DVD.
Yeah.
I think they had like Kane start using a hook during his match.
Yeah, I do recall a hook. Yes, I do recall him using a hook. Yeah,
That's freaking wild. This is also technically a SmackDown versus Raw match.
technically, I guess. Yeah. Next match, the 2007 Royal Rumble winner faces the world champion. We're talking about The Undertaker defeating Batista to win the world championship. And what number was this? What number WrestleMania was this for The Undertaker?
15-0.
15-0 at WrestleMania for The Undertaker. That's right. Yeah. And this is actually a very solid match. I thought this was a really good one. Your thoughts?
You're having the Royal Rumble winner, Undertaker, go third on the show.
Yeah, this should have been invented, but
It also pissed off Batista and Undertaker a lot.
oh, I'm sure. Like
But
I won the right to main event WrestleMania, and I'm going on third. That ain't the main event. What the hell? I don't get it. You got Donald Trump. Okay, I don't care. It's my main event, not his.
Batista was screwed when he came out first as champion.
And you could tell the look on his face that he was pissed off.
Oh, he was.
You could see it on his face. I mean, you could see
He walks past Ray Khali and Kane because they just got done with their match. He's like, I have to go. I have to follow that.
Yeah, watch this.
Watch this.
Oh, we skipped the match.
Did we?
We did. Although probably for good reasons, we skipped this match. But in a singles match for the United States Championship.
Oh no!
Do you want to skip it?
No, we have to talk about it. But it did totally slip my mind.
Chris Benoit
boy.
successfully retained the U.S. Championship against MVP. We're talking about the wrestler Chris Benoit here, folks. So do not try to cancel us for talking positively about Benoit. But yeah,
this is dark. This is dark-sided 2007 Chris Benoit.
Mm-hmm.
At least the match itself. I think was, from what I remember, was pretty fine. MVP had a cheerleader match.
It was better than Kane versus Khali. That's for damn sure.
Well, I think most of the matches tonight, except for one, was better than Kane and Khali.
Oh, we'll get to that because I know exactly which one you're talking about. Actually, I'll say this match. Yeah. There were two other matches besides the Kane and Khali match that I thought were meh, but we'll get to them. This was a fun match. Would less said about this match, the better. You think? Just to move on.
They were trying to build MVP up here, and good on them because at the time, who better to help someone grow as a star than Chris Benoit? And they had a rematch again at Backlash. Benoit won that, and then MVP swept him at Judgment Day. And then we don't talk about what happened post Judgment Day. Except, I guess, he was that one night. Dark. This is not good.
I like MVP's entrance. MVP's entrance was really, really cool.
Yeah.
When he had that thing that, what would you call that? That little tent thing?
Yeah, tent.
Yeah, let's call it that. That was really cool. I like that. And then the 1, 2, you hear the clock ticking, tick, tock. You were about to stop living. Or something like that. Yeah, that was a cool theme. That was a cool entrance. I'm coming. Nobody can stop me. Nobody can hold me. Nobody control me. I'm coming. Yeah, I'm here to do my thing. I'm sorry.
Probably should have had him win the title tonight.
Yeah,
probably could have done that. Although I guess the way he wanted in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and he swept Benoit in the match. So I guess that's pretty impressive from like that standpoint. But still, no one's talking about that.
Back to this Undertaker Batista match. Do you have any other thoughts on it?
Michael Cole freaks out when Batista goes to the top rope. I swear to God, I have never seen. I swear to God, JBL, I have never seen Batista jump from the top rope.
Yeah, that's cap. That's cap. It's funny with the WWE commentators. I've never seen anything like this. How are they going to beat this big man? Like, come on, dog. Or when they have like the two big guys battle it out, like two irresistible or the irresistible force, meaning the immovable object. They say that over every big guy match now.
We had to reinforce the ring for this match.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
just as repetitive as I don't know if you ever played SmackDown. Just Bring It, but
that was great.
That one?
The match, the gameplay sucks. The commentary's hilarious.
Hey, I actually like that game. I think Frank does
too. The last ride.
Great. The Rock is really a great person.
Batista is angry.
What?
Batista is angry that his match is going on 4th at WrestleMania 23.
Just shut up.
Undertaker hates Chris Benoit.
Undertaker is 15-0 at WrestleMania.
Shut up. Or Taz goes, who cares?
Just introduce the superstars. That's my best New York accent I ever did, by the way. But anyway, next match. This is one of my matches when I said that was weak on the card. The ECW Originals, Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, and the Sandman defeated the New Breed, Elijah Burke, Marcus Corvon, Matt Striker, and Kevin Thorne with Ariel by pinfall.
I forget who told the story.
Hey, it happened.
I forget who told the story, but I think it was Sabu or I think it was pretty sure it was Sabu, who because they come through the crowd. He saw that they weren't selling his merchandise. He's like, "What the fuck is going on?" And they get the cue to go out, and he's not coming out. And Sandman goes, "This is so fucked. We're screwed. We're supposed to go out, right?"
Yeah.
I mean, good for these guys. Like they got their
payday.
Their payday. Matt Striker, Kevin Thorne, Marcus Corvon.
Yeah, Marcus Corvon should have said TNA.
You're going down. They call him Smooth.
Watch me do what I do.
He got tired of losing to Jeff Jarrett. Okay.
Yeah, taking the guitar shots to the skull. Yeah.
Never drew a dime.
He left the whole wrestling business completely. He hasn't been seen or heard from since.
No, and then we also have Matt Striker in this match. Oof.
Hey, Matt Striker. Hey, give some respect to Matt Striker. That guy is fantastic.
He was a teacher, and he got fired because he kept on leaving to work in New Japan.
He is Matt Striker, and
he's our teacher.
Yeah. And I like that little classroom thing he did. Now, I saw, speaking of Matt Striker, I saw something in 2005 on WWE.com. He did like a backstage interview, and he did a whole bunch of wrestler imitations. He did, he did like Piper. He did Hulk Hogan, I believe. He did Stone Cold. He did a bunch of impressions, and they were very good impressions. I was very impressed. See what I did there? No,
Yeah.
I liked his impressions. And I like that video. I can't find it now anywhere. It's like deleted off the internet completely for whatever reason. But it was awesome.
Lost media.
It's a lost video. Facts. Yeah. That's all that we have to say about this match. Next match.
Good for Rob Van Dam.
Yep. And you know what? Good
Harmony
for,
had cool.
I'm
Had
sorry.
a cool singlet.
Yeah, I like.
Said RVD had a cool singlet.
He did. He had his singlets were always like different and unique, and I like that. I like wrestlers. I like it when wrestlers come out with like different styles attire. They don't come out with the same thing week after week after week. You know what I mean? Because that can get pretty bland and boring after. Like Hogan coming out every week with the red and yellow, red and yellow, red and yellow. It was like, okay. And then he went black and white, black and white, black and white. Like, okay, whatever. So I like it when they like switch it up a little bit. Let's talk about this next match, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. It's that time to talk about it. The Battle of the Billionaires. Bobby Lashley defeating Umaga. And the stipulation was if Donald Trump's boy, Bobby Lashley, defeated Vince McMahon's boy, Umaga, Mr. McMahon had to shave his head bald. Vice versa, if McMahon's guy beat Trump's guy, Trump had to shave his head bald. Let me ask you a question, Tro. Take it back to 2007 one time for the one time. Did you ever think for a split second in this match that Trump was going to shave his head bald?
No, but you have to understand, I was also 2007 was kind of like right around my peak of loving professional wrestling, like it being literally everything in my life. So I wasn't smart to the business, like knowing, like, oh, of course Bobby Lashley was going to win here. I just assumed, Bobby Lashley's probably going to win here. So by the time of this WrestleMania, I would have been 9.
You were born in 98?
I was born in 97.
Oh,
but remember, my birthday's in November.
Right. Damn, I was 14 years old when this one took place, bro. I had just turned 14.
You old man.
Hey, watch it. This old man will still kick your ass. Just kidding.
Oh, why you want? Bring it on! Come to New York. Me, you, and Frank. We'll do a show together live.
Why don't you come to Denver? You and Frank come to Denver.
It's too cold.
Not in the summertime. It's too hot.
Yeah, there you go. It's too hot. It's too high off the ground.
It's too high off the ground. Yeah, you know what's funny?
Too above sea level.
Let me go off topic for just a split second. But I hear a lot of people who visit Colorado. What are you doing?
I'm drinking Coke.
Hello, sponsorship. You are sleeping with the enemy, my friend. What are you doing?
Coke, please sponsor us.
You know what? We'll take Coke sponsors too. I drink Coke, so if you want to get Coke, you want to sponsor us, up to you. If you want to sponsor us, we'll take it all. Screw it.
But don't. Oh gosh.
Anyway, but I hear people when they come to Colorado as a visitor, they always say like, "Oh man, I got off the plane and immediately I could just feel that it was so hard to breathe and blah blah blah." And I live here in Colorado, and I'm like, it's not hard to breathe here. I breathe just fine. You know what I mean?
Well, it's because your body's adjusted to it. There is. I
was born and raised in Denver. Yeah.
Yeah. Your body's adjusted. It takes a while for, like, because the Denver is the highest above sea level.
Yeah,
so
mile high.
You have less breath. So that's why even like whenever you see a Denver Broncos game, the opposing players are normally always in oxygen because they run out of breath quicker.
They're just weak.
Cheaters.
They're just weak, is what it is. Anyway, back to this match. Battle of the Billionaires.
Bobby Lindsay.
I'm going to keep it a buck. At 14, I did sort of think that maybe Trump will lose, but I wanted Bobby to win because I like Bobby Lashley. I still do like Bobby Lashley. I think he's awesome. So I was really excited to see that McMahon had to shave his head bald. And of course, that led to Do-Rag Vince, an ECW champion Vince.
Look,
And that,
June.
and that infamous segment with John Cena when he says what's up to him. And I'm not going to repeat it because obviously you know why. But
we talked about how bad June 2007 was. It was June 2007 was bad for different reasons than Vince McMahon having a freaking Dune rag and killing himself with that month.
We're not going to do this. We're not going to disrespect Do-Rag Vince like this. No.
We got ECW champion.
Yes, he was awesome.
But you're also forgetting
ECW.
You're forgetting about one component of this match.
What?
Damn, son, I'm gonna watch some billionaire get their ass.
Referee. You're right. I think somebody's at my front door. My mom says you.
It's me. I've come for you. I've come to Denver.
Talk about this match real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. So we got Bobby Lashley, or Bobby Lindsay, as Mr. Trump called him during the build, taking on Umaga. So up to this point, Umaga had been pinned technically once, by John Cena at New Year's Revolution.
You're welcome.
And so he still booked pretty good. Still, he won the Intercontinental title from Jeff Hardy at like some random Raw during the build up to this show. They also had Bobby Lashley in a cage match.
Apologize for that, folks. We've got a package at the front door.
I told you I'd come to your door.
Look who it is, by the way. We got a special guest. Come here.
Damn, son, it's dog.
Tro, I don't know if you know who this is. This is Jax. This is my boy Jax.
We've heard of stories about your dog.
Yeah, this is my guy. Where were you at on this match?
I was talking a little bit about the build, about how Trump called Bobby Lashley Bobby Lindsay. But
what?
Bobby Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Because he didn't know the names. Do you remember the original two people who were supposed to be in this match? Like when it was conceptualized?
Was one of them Triple H?
No, it was. And bear with me now, because this has been reported a few times. Hulk Hogan versus the Big Show.
Oh God!
So Trump was going to be represented by Hulk Hogan, and Big Show would have been for Vince. Because do you want to know why that was going to be? Do you remember how Kane body slammed the Ray Khali?
Oh Jesus Christ!
It was supposed to be Hulk Hogan body slamming, and it was supposed to be like, oh, he did this to Andre, and now he's doing it to the son of Andre.
It makes sense. It was the 20th anniversary of that body slam. So,
but could you imagine freaking 2007 Hulk?
No.
Could you imagine nowadays, like the pictures of Trump and Hogan together back then? No.
They went the better route, in my opinion. They went the better route with Bobby Lashley and Umaga. Rest in peace to Umaga, by the way. R.I.P. to Umaga. Gone way too soon. If he could see
Shane in this match.
If he could see his son today, he would be a proud father. I'm gonna say that.
So, we had Shane. Shane interfered in this match at some point.
Yep.
Austin took a bump. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Back then, he didn't really take bumps.
Right. It was cool to see. It's always cool to see Stone Cold, whether he takes a bump or not. He's drinking beer, kicking ass. It's always cool to see him.
We had Trump freaking tackle Vince.
God,
That was pretty. Yeah. And he was like, I'm gonna get you.
I remember on WWE.com they had like a video thing. They were hyping up this match, and they went to like some Hollywood event, and they asked all celebrities, "Who do you want? Who are you thinking is going to win? Trump versus McMahon, hair versus hair?" And everybody was like, "Well, I want to see Trump shave his head bald, so I'm going to go with Trump." They had like Alexander from Seinfeld. He answered. They had a whole bunch of them.
You see, the media has been against Trump since the beginning.
Yeah.
You see, from 2007, it started. These celebrities have been.
We ain't going there, but yeah. Next match.
I'm just messing. Who got his? We got to see bald Vince. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. That was really cool. Looked like a cancer patient. Sorry, that was messed up. I apologize.
Oh boy,
I apologize.
We're not gonna get political, but we're gonna make that show going.
That was messed up. Hey, I've shaved my head bald, and I've been told I look like a cancer patient when I do that. So,
are we gonna mention the 2007 Hall of Fame? It kind of connects. It kind of connects back to this year's WrestleMania, in a way.
Talk about the 2007 Hall of Fame. Let me pull up who was in it.
I know at least 4 off the top of my head. 5.
Well,
it's actually pretty funny.
Well, I pull it up. Go ahead.
So we had Dusty Rhodes, Daddy, being inducted.
The American Dream, baby. Yep.
The American Dream being inducted by his young son, who was training to become a wrestler, Cody Rhodes, and his other son, who was hating life and on drugs, Dustin Rhodes.
Take it their way, don't you? We had Mr. Perfect.
Inducted by Wade Boggs.
Jerry the King Lawler, inducted by William Shatner. Nick Bockwinkel, who was inducted by Bobby the Brain Heenan. You want to hear a funny Nick Bockwinkel story?
Sure.
Okay, now this is not about Nick Bockwinkel or anything that has anything to do with Nick Bockwinkel, but his name is in the story. Do you watch Something to Wrestle With, or listen to it rather?
I do not.
So, Something to Wrestle With, Bruce Pritchard is a great podcast. I strongly suggest everybody go listen to it. Specifically, the episode where he talks about ECW's invasion in 1997. And he tells the story of they had a In Your House pay-per-view, and the ECW guys, they all showed up, right? Well, basically the story is Bruce didn't mention it to anybody in the back, but Bruce and Paul made this thing happen. So this was all planned. But Bruce didn't tell anybody in the back because if they would have known, they wouldn't have reacted the way that they wanted a genuine reaction, right? So blah, blah, blah. So Paul's like, well, if things get out of hand, we need to have a safe word. So you just say Bockwinkel, and we'll stop this. We'll get out of there, right? That's our cue to go. So it's Bradshaw versus Savio Vega, whatever. They're brawling outside. One of the ECW guys, the Sandman, drinks his beer and he spits it in Savio Vega's face, and a huge commotion takes place, right? And the ECW guys, it's going a little too far. So Bruce is saying, Bruce is saying Bockwinkel, but Paul's not hearing it. So because they had a headset or whatever. So Bruce gets Gerald Briscoe, and he goes, Briscoe, come here. He goes, you go tell Paul. Bruce said Bockwinkel, get the fuck out of there. It's a very good story. I strongly suggest you go listen to it from Bruce's take. Please, he tells it way better than I do, but I was speeding through it. But yeah, it's just a great little story there.
So Nick Bockwinkel.
And the funny thing is, Bruce goes backstage afterwards, right? Because Bruce had to come down there and kind of control the melee a little bit. He goes to the backstage area, and Undertaker was back there, right? And he goes, "You need to tell me right now, was that planned?" And and Bruce goes, "Yes, it was planned." And Taker goes, "Okay, well, then you need to smarten me up because you almost had a riot back here. A bunch of wrestlers, I guess a bunch of the WWF guys wanted to go and beat up the ECW guys because that's how crazy it got.
Yeah.
So you need to smarten me up because you almost had a riot." So, and Bruce asks, and Bruce goes, "That was the first and last time I ever worked the Undertaker." Or that was the one time I worked the Undertaker. And his co-host asks, "Did you ever work him again?" And Bruce goes, "Hell no." So yeah. Anyway, back to WrestleMania 23. So we had Nick Bockwinkel, who was inducted by Bobby Heenan, Mr. Fiji, who was inducted by Don the Rock Morocco, the Sheik, not the Iron Sheik, just the Sheik, inducted
Yep.
by Rob Van Dam and Sabu, Jim Ross, who was inducted by. Go ahead, do your little Stone Cold impression.
Well, damn, son, if you insist, I inducted Jim Ross
That's right.
into the Hall of Fame.
What's your name?
What?
What's your name?
What?
What's your name?
The name is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's right, folks. Stone Cold Steve Austin inducts Jim Ross into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2007. And the Wild Samoans were also inducted. Appa and Sika. They were inducted by Samu and Matt and Hawaii. Samu had a very short-lived career in WWE. I don't know when we'll ever talk about him again, but whatever.
Do you know how bad you have to be to not be successful and have that last name in that company?
Yeah, and
You have to be bad.
Rest in peace to Matt and Hawaii, better known to the WWE universe as Rosie.
It's kind of funny how Cody Rhodes was at the Wild Samoans induction to the Hall of Fame, and now he's got to finish that. I don't know. Was Roman there? Did they show him? Were they like, here's Joseph and I? I don't think they were. I'm just saying. Rock wasn't there. Cody was.
I'm sure Roman was there because he is the son of Sika because he was Matt's brother. So
Could you imagine him and Cody like bump into each other backstage?
Oh.
And at WrestleMania 40, we're gonna face each other.
At WrestleMania 40, it all begins again. No, wait, that was WrestleMania 20.
WrestleMania 40, I'm gonna team up with Tyler Black, and I'm gonna face you and Dwayne Johnson at WrestleMania.
What? Oh yeah, you're talking in the perspective of Cody. My fault. I had to think about that.
I even called Seth Rollins Tyler Black. How do you about that?
I know you did. Yep. I'm gonna at
Easter
WrestleMania
egg.
40. I'm gonna team up with the biggest star in Hollywood, or I'm gonna team up with Tyler Black to face you and the biggest star in Hollywood, Dwayne Johnson.
The Tooth Fairy?
The Tooth Fairy. The what was his name in that movie? Fuck. Not the Tooth Fairy. He was in. It was a football movie.
The Game Plan?
The Game Plan. What was his movie? What was his name in that movie?
Oh, I don't remember.
Joe something, I think.
That's pretty funny. Joe plays football, and the other Joe plays football too.
Hang on. Yeah, Joe Kingman.
That's right.
So I'm gonna team up with Tyler Black, and you're gonna team up with Joe Kingman at WrestleMania 40. We're getting way too silly here. Let's get back on track.
After that Benoit segment and the cancer joke, we needed levity.
We did. Well, this show. Boy, oh boy. Maybe we shouldn't talk about the rest of the show because
what's up next?
Up next, the Lumberjill match for the WWE.
It's our co-main event. And if you thought the Benoit situation was dark, you haven't seen anything yet, because guess who's in this match?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Ashley Massaro.
Challenged Melina unsuccessfully for the women's championship. And
Oh boy.
yeah.
You want to know? You know, stuff has come out recently that makes this whole time period very, very dark for Ashley.
We're not
Poor
going
old
to get into
Ashley
that. We're not
Massaro
going to
there.
get into that.
I know,
But
but
we will tell
boy,
you
what a dark period.
the Lumberjills for this match were Brooke, Candice Michelle, Jillian Hall, Kelly, Crystal Marshall, Layla, Maria, Michelle McCool, Mickey James, Tori Wilson, Trinity, and Victoria.
Poor Mickey James.
I could think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women that would have been a better match in this instance, but whatever.
Mickey James went from facing Trish Stratus last year at WrestleMania to being a lumberjill in the co-main event.
Yeah. Dud. Would you agree? This match was dud?
For very many reasons, yes.
And in the next year, WrestleMania 24, we would see Maria
I was there.
and Ashley Massaro. I'm so sorry.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Am I right? It was Maria and Ashley, right? Because Candice was supposed to be the partner, but she got hurt.
Oh, I don't even remember I don't even remember the women's match at WrestleMania 24. The lights went out.
That's true. That's right. That's true.
It was during that match too. We all blame Santino.
Ashley replaced Candice Michelle. But at WrestleMania 24, Ashley and Maria lost to Beth Phoenix and Melina in a Playboy Bunny Mania Lumberjill match. God damn. God bless America.
Snoop Dogg was there. I remember that. Snoop Dogg.
It's the one and only D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg. La-da-da-da-da. You know I'm mobbing with the D-R-E. Yeah. You know we back up in this motherfucker. I'm sorry.
Now is it time for our main event of the evening?
Let's get about that match for the freaking better. Let's get to the main event. And it was John Cena. Hey, shout out to John Cena. I'm wearing his merch, right? What's up? 20 years, baby. 20 years. And ironically, you could see the WrestleMania logo right there. Hang on. Where are you?
Everything's mirrored.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm wearing his 20-year merch, his 20-year anniversary merch. It's fire. I had this hat for a while, but then I lost it at an airport. So whatever. I took it off in the bathroom, I guess, and I left it in there. I don't even remember it, but whatever. But yeah, John Cena, the WWE champion, and the man that was on fire at the time. The man that could not and would not be beat, defeating Shawn Michaels to retain the WWE Championship. What a great match this was. And I love John Cena's entrance here. That was a really cool entrance. Just crashing through the WrestleMania's logo. That was awesome.
So we were led to believe that, first of all, John Cena didn't even show up to the show until the main event. How unprofessional. He shows up literally just for his match and then leaves. Really unprofessional there. Second of all, he drives very recklessly through the streets.
Yes.
But
I believe
it's also...
Go ahead.
It's also kind of ironic, though, seeing how John Cena eventually went on to join the Fast and Furious franchise. And this is what it's supposed to be.
And I believe that at this time they were also the World Tag Team Champions, Shawn Michaels and John Cena.
Yes,
Correct?
because Vince. Yep,
Yep.
because Vince McMahon liked the trope of two rivals having the tag titles because the tag division is a joke to him.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I'm right on my thing here just to make sure because I'm just making sure I'm correct in my timeline here.
Yeah, they had the tag titles because they dropped them the next night.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. They dropped him in the battle royal. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So that was a really cool element to the match. I thought. You got the World Tag Team Champions going at it 1-on-1 for the WWE Championship. It was a really good match. Very, very great match. I like this match a lot. Shawn Michaels, he's Mr. WrestleMania for a reason, and they don't call John Cena Big Match John because he's lazy. So
Shawn was actually pissed off after this match.
why? I don't remember hearing this.
So, as the story goes, I think either he said it or it was reported on. John Cena did not sell his leg enough, and that really pissed off Shawn. So the plan spot was supposed to be Shawn Michaels shakes John Cena's hand after the match to show respect, you beat me, good job. But Shawn Michaels immediately after tapping out pretty much rolled out of the ring.
Yeah.
And Cena couldn't really even
shake his
hand. They did go on to have a much better match next month.
Backlash. Yeah. Yeah.
No, they actually had a hour-long match on Raw.
Oh, that's right. They did. Was that in Italy? No, that wasn't in Italy.
It was in UK.
It was in the UK. That's right. That's right.
It was in the build-up to Backlash.
Right. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was WrestleMania 23. Here we are.
All grown up.
Here we are 17 years later. Think about that. We are 17 years removed from WrestleMania 23. That's a crazy thing to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, you could have a WrestleMania 17 in between them.
Oh, my boy. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this review, please hit the like button. Comment down below your favorite WrestleMania moment. Are you going to watch WrestleMania 40? If so, tell me which match you're looking forward to most. Troy will be there.
I'm watching WrestleMania 40.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing.
I'm watching it too. I haven't made any plans with anybody to watch it yet, but as it gets closer, I'll probably ask some people if they want to watch. I usually watch it with
Frank should try to.
I'm sorry?
You and Frank should try to do that watch along thing.
I've tried to get Frank to do a watch along. He won't do them.
Could you imagine? Oh my God, there's Trump.
Well, plus also Frank doesn't follow the current product, so.
Which would be more funny when he sees random people show up that he doesn't know. What do you mean starred? Why is Cody Rhodes main eventing WrestleMania?
Right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this video. Next week, Troy, you want to review WrestleMania 24?
Yes, but we're also eventually, at some point, we have to review Slamboree with Frank at some point, too. Don't forget.
True. So next week, Troy and I will be back for WrestleMania 24. You're not going to want to miss that review. And
I was there.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss our review of the Bunny Mania match. Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen.
That's the big match.
Till next time, he's Troseph. I'm Christian Joseph. We out. Deuces.